I will never be bound again. I got my liberty. I'm finally free. Chains are gone and I got a new song. I'm finally free. Welcome back to your Spiritual Sports segment on Rema Gospel Radio. I'm CJ. Turning our attention to the National League scores at Major League Baseball, the New York Mets lost 9-8 to the Colorado Rockies in Game 2, and in Game 1, the Mets were clobbered by the Rockies 8-4. The San Diego Padres outmuscled the LA Dodgers 9-2. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Cincinnati Reds scoreless game was suspended in the 9th inning due to rain and will resume today at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, while the St. Louis Cardinals and Pittsburgh Pirates game was postponed due to rain and no makeup date has been announced. The Washington Nationals were literally smacked upside the head by the Miami Marlins 8-2, and the San Francisco Giants put up 8 runs. However, the Milwaukee Brewers put up 10 to win the game as the Brewers launched 3 homers, and there were 2 interleague games in National League stadiums as the Atlanta Braves crushed 5 home runs out of the ballpark to demolish the Kansas City Royals 6-3, as the Braves have won 10 consecutive games, and the Texas Rangers won against the Chicago Cubs 4-2 with a homer from Adrian Beltre. The National Hockey League had 8 games skating on the ice last night as the defending champions LA Kings lost in a shootout against the San Jose Sharks 3-2. The Florida Panthers were blasted by the New York Islanders 5-2. The Toronto Maple Leafs were pummeled, pasted, and pulverized. Alliteration. I love it. 5-1 by the Washington Capitals. The Carolina Hurricanes lost 3-2 to the Ottawa Senators, while the New York Rangers were defeated by the Philadelphia Flyers 4-2. The Tampa Bay Lightning lost in a shootout 4-3 to the Winnipeg Jets. The Vancouver Canucks also lost in a shootout to the St. Louis Blues 2-1, and the Minnesota Wild skated past the Edmonton Oilers 5-3. For your second segment, quick news and notes. Holly Holm, the world's #1 rated female boxer, is leaving the sport and will focus on a mixed martial arts career and will dedicate herself to an MMA career after her last scheduled boxing match May 11th against Mary McGee. Former heavyweight Carl "The Truth" Williams, who took Larry Holmes 15 rounds before losing a controversial decision for the IBF title in 1985, passed away at the age of 53 from complications of throat cancer. President Barack Obama honored NASCAR driver Brad Keselowski and his crew for winning the Sprint Cup Series championship and Kowalski's efforts to give back to the community through the Race to Recovery program, which helps wounded service members and their relatives. 3 weeks after signing a long-term contract extension at the University of Washington, Kevin McGuff came home to become the new women's basketball coach at Ohio State. Nyla Milson is the new women's basketball coach at George Mason. Shabazz Muhammad is one and done at UCLA as a Pac-12 co-freshman of the year on Tuesday announced he is headed for the NBA draft. And finally, the University of Oregon has acknowledged major NCAA violations in connection with football recruiting and proposed a self-imposed 2-year probation with the loss of 1 scholarship in each of the next 3 years. However, there weren't any findings of lack of institutional control. For more information about Rema Word Broadcasting's 6th Annual Minister Awards Gala and to purchase your tickets, please call 281-203-8301. To get your archives of your Spiritual Sports segment, log on to my innovative blog site CEEJAY and make sure you give me that follow on Twitter at CJ Sports, and don't forget to like me on Facebook at CJAct. That's CEEJAY. Thanks for tuning in to your updates for your Spiritual Sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and have a worshiping Wednesday.